Hi, I'm Brian Offenberger from Aftermarketer Club, and I'm here doing another one of our In the Pits expert interview series, and I'm talking with Amy Porterfield. Amy's a social media strategist. I'm meeting Amy here at the SEMA show, where Amy's going to be teaching people all they can do about Facebook and how they can use Facebook to help grow their business. I want to welcome Amy to our interview series, and Amy, let's kick things off by the question that I'm asked more so than any other one, and that's how can I get people following my Facebook page?
You know, that's a question I get all the time, and what I tell people is that it's not necessarily about getting tons and tons of people to follow you on Facebook. It's getting those quality fans to follow you on Facebook, and to get those fans and turn them into super fans. Mm-hmm. Those super fans are the people that actually engage with you regularly. They've liked your page. They've given you permission to see the information on their profile, their name, their email, more information about them, as well as they buy from you and they encourage other people to buy from you. So your goal is to find those fans that you can turn into super fans. Okay. And the way you do that is you actually have real engagement on your Facebook page, and you go to the places that they're talking, that they're spending their time, and you get involved in those conversations. All
right. Let's talk first. These fans that we're wanting to turn into super fans, right. We build this Facebook page. How do we let them know that we're out there, and how can we get them to be interested in us to begin with? How do we get the chance to even move them to that super fan level?
Right. My very favorite way is with engagement ads. Now, Facebook doesn't call them engagement ads, but when you go into the Facebook ads dashboard, right, you'll be able to drive traffic to your Facebook page. When you're driving traffic to your Facebook page, it's called an engagement ad. So what you want to do is ask questions in this engagement ad that will attract your ideal audience. So let's say you're a tire company, okay, and you maybe make up a fun one where you say you ask a question that would relate to maybe speed, something like, do you love, I don't know what it would be, but something related to speed. And then these people that are attracted to your tire company, or they're attracted to fast cars, will look at that ad and click like next to it. You ask them a question, they click like, now they've liked your Facebook page. They don't ever even have to go to your Facebook page. Now when you post, you're getting out into the news feeds of all those people that click like, and your numbers are going up on your Facebook page. So engagement ads are less expensive than sending people outside of Facebook with an ad, and they attract your ideal audience because you can really hone in on who you're going after on Facebook, because you can do demographics, age, male, female. You can target the people that go for other pages. So let's say you want to target your competitors' fans. You can run an engagement ad where you target everybody who's a fan of your competitor. That way you're really getting down to the people that count.
Absolutely. Now, you know, a lot of us are middle-aged men that are running companies, and engagement is something that we did with our spouse many, many years ago. I mean, you know, all joking aside, tell us what you mean by engagement. What does that really mean?
That means getting your fans talking to you.
Yeah, interacting, right?
Interacting. Okay. Get the conversation going. So answering questions. Right. Questions is one of the best ways to get people engaged with you. But there's an art behind asking questions on Facebook. And what that means is that you can't ask a question that's going to take a lot of time or effort to answer, especially guys on the internet. They don't want to type out a whole story when you ask them a question. So you might ask them, what's the very first car you ever owned? Mm-hmm. Guys love to talk about something like that. But if you asked them, tell me the feeling you had when you first got your first car, they're never going to answer that question. So think of the response before you write the question. One-word responses get the most engagement. And every time someone engages with you on your page, your score goes up. Facebook notices and thinks you're important, and then they continue to put you out into the news feeds of all your fans.
Okay. And so in other words, the better my score is, the better people are interacting, the more visible I really am, right?
Yes. Most people don't know that you could have 1,000 fans on Facebook, but if your engagement is low, no one's commenting on your posts, no one's liking your posts, they're not sharing your content, Facebook deems that as not important. They won't put you out into the news feeds of any of your fans. And 99% of fans, once they've liked your Facebook page, they'll never come back to your Facebook page. They'll actually see your post in their news feed, and that's how you communicate with them. So you've got to have engagement on your page for Facebook to deem you important enough to go out into the news feeds of your fans.
Now, when posing these questions, is it better to pose them product related, or is it better to pose them more around the interests of the group?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I'd say stay with the product a little bit more, stay with the more general as much as you can.
Okay.
But then once they get talking, then you can infuse your own product or your own services. Be careful about promoting too much, but I also say that you're not on Facebook to just play around and build relationships. You want to make money.
Sure.
So you do want to promote your products and services, but do it by adding value. Talk about the benefits and features. Don't just talk about buy my stuff. Tell them why they should buy your stuff.
Amy, people that are listening to this or watching this that are wanting to get started with Facebook, do you have a couple of tips that'll get them started kind of quickly and easily without some of the pain and some of the turmoil that some others might go through?
I do. One of the things I always tell people is when you start your Facebook page, try to post at least once or twice a day. In the beginning, you won't have a lot of fans, you won't have a lot of engagement, but be consistent with that. The more content, the more great content, the more added value, the more you'll grow your fan base quickly. So be posting daily. You can post third-party links to articles that you find, great videos. Videos and photos are the top two things people look at on Facebook. So if you always are posting great videos, great photos, people are going to be attracted to that. So that's a tip definitely that you can try out. And then also be patient with yourself. I know that kind of sounds silly, but this doesn't happen overnight. Facebook success never happens overnight. It takes time and consistency, and those people that stay with it and really stay the course, they're the ones that actually start seeing success on Facebook. All your competitors, they'll stop because they're too impatient, and you just stay the course and you're definitely going to see success.
Great tips, fabulous. Amy, how's the best way for people to stay in touch with you?
Yeah, you could come to my Facebook page at facebook.com/Amy Porterfield.
Okay.
And then tell me that you saw this interview. We could talk about it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to say hello.
Outstanding. Great tips. If you need a Facebook, or anybody that's using Facebook needs to be able to do it successfully, and some of the things that Amy's sharing with you are absolutely fabulous tips to help you on your road to success. Again, connect with Amy on Facebook. You'll also find Amy's contact information on our blog. I'm Brian Offenberger. This is our In the Pits interview series. We look forward to bringing you a new episode real soon.